February 28, 2025. Today, President Donald Trump ambushed Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky in an attack that seemed designed to give the White House an excuse for siding with Russia in its war on Ukraine. Vice President J.D. Vance joined Trump and Zelensky in the Oval Office. His attendance at such an event was unusual, in front of reporters. Those reporters included one from Russian state media, but no one from the Associated Press or Reuters, who were not granted access. In front of the cameras, Trump and Vance engaged in what Josh Marshall of Talking Points memo called a mob hit, spouting Russian propaganda and trying to bully Zelensky into accepting a ceasefire and signing over rights to Ukrainian rare earth minerals without guarantees of security. Vance, especially, seemed determined to provoke a fight in front of the cameras, accusing Zelensky, who has been lavish in his thanks to the U.S. and lawmakers, including Trump, of being ungrateful. When that didn't land, Vance said it was disrespectful of Zelensky to try to litigate this in front of the American media, when it was the White House that had set up the event in front of reporters. Zelensky maintained his composure and did not rise to the bait, but he did not accept their pro-Russian version of the war. He insisted that it was, in fact, Russia that invaded Ukraine and is still bombing and killing on a daily basis. His refusal to sit silent and submit meekly to their attack seemed to infuriate them. Trump appeared to become unhinged when Zelensky suggested that the U.S. would, in the future, feel problems, apparently alluding to the new U.S. relationship with Russia. "You don't know that, you don't know that," Trump erupted. "Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel." Zelensky answered that he was just answering the questions Vance was showering on him. "You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel," Trump said. "We're going to feel very good." Zelensky answered, "You will feel influenced." Trump disagreed. "We're going to feel very good and very strong." "I'm telling you," Zelensky said, "you will feel influenced." Trump appeared to lose control at that point, ranting at Zelensky that Ukraine was losing and that he must accept a ceasefire, but also complaining about former Presidents Joe Biden and Barack Obama and echoing Putin's talking points. When he could get a word in, Zelensky reiterated that he would not accept a ceasefire without guarantees of security, and pointed out that Putin had broken a ceasefire agreement in the past. Later, when a reporter picked up on that question and asked what would happen if Russia broke a ceasefire agreement, Trump became enraged. Among other things, he said, "Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt." Trump referred to what he calls the Russia hoax that Russia had worked to elect him in 2016. That effort, though, was not a hoax. The Republican-dominated Senate Intelligence Committee in 2020 released an exhaustive report detailing that effort. One of the things Russian operatives believed Trump's team had agreed to, the report said, was Russia's annexation of the parts of eastern Ukraine it is now trying to grab through military occupation. Then Trump continued to rant at the reporter, rehashing his version of the story of Hunter Biden's laptop at some length, tying in former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and former Representative Adam Schiff, a Democrat of California, in a larger stew that brought up Trump's history with both Russia and Ukraine and their roles in his quest to hold power. Clinton ran against Trump in 2016 when Russia worked to elect him, and Zelensky came across Trump's radar screen when, in July 2019, Trump tried to force Zelensky to say he was opening an investigation into Hunter Biden in order to smear Biden's father, Joe Biden, before the 2020 election. Only after such an announcement, Trump said, would he deliver to Ukraine the money Congress had appropriated to help Ukraine fight off Russia's 2014 invasion. Zelensky did not make the announcement. A whistleblower reported Trump's phone call, leading to a congressional investigation that in turn led to Trump's first impeachment. Schiff led the House's impeachment team. After unloading on the reporter, Trump abruptly ended today's meeting, saying it was going to be great television. Shortly afterward, he asked Zelensky and his team to leave the White House. This afternoon, former Representative Liz Cheney, a Republican of Wyoming, posted, "Generations of American patriots, from our revolution onward, have fought for the principles Zelensky is risking his life to defend. But today, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance attacked Zelensky and pressured him to surrender the freedom of his people to the KGB war criminal who invaded Ukraine. History will remember this day when an American president and vice president abandoned all we stand for."
Letters from an American was written and read by Heather Cox Richardson. It was produced at Soundscape Productions, Dedham, Massachusetts. Recorded with music composed by Michael Moss.